Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast, No More Excuses. I am your host, Sandy Ballard, the Badass Business Coach. Thanks for being here, for listening, for sharing this podcast with others, or at least mentioning it. Welcome to week 294. And don't forget to follow me on social media to continue the challenges, questions, and opportunity for continued growth. So if you haven't followed me or, please do. Make sure it's Instagram. I'm not really active on Twitter, once a day maybe, that kind of thing. So find me on Instagram. Find me on Growing Forward on Facebook page. All right? Do it. Thank you. And make sure you let me know that you're a listener so I can do a shout out. Haven't done a shout out in a while, so you've been quiet. All right, so let's dive in, because last Monday's podcast was about making sure that you're changing for the right reasons and not because shit got hard or boring or any other reason other than it's necessary. As I wrote in chapter 6 of my book titled How Badly Do You Want It? Changes create opportunity for growth, but don't allow the excitement or challenges to become bright, shiny distractions from your plan. As you come face to face with changes that are needed to achieve your goals, remember it comes down to one thing: you and your ability to understand the why. Why do you need to change? The why behind your goals, all right? And in a different chapter, in my third book, The Magic Pill, chapter 6 is titled, It's Evolution, Baby. I wrote, things change, and as humans, we adapt to change by growing and evolving. Change is inevitable. Resistance is futile. If you're a sci-fi fan, you know where that is. Resistance is futile. So how do we evolve? Evolution is science after all, isn't it? Darwin's theory, evolution is about the ability to survive and develop new skill sets. It's a choice. In my always awesome opinion, as we do things, as we take action as well as risks, we learn from our mistakes along the way, which in turn is evolution, baby. As we look back at the last 10 and a half months, 10 and a half, is that right? Yeah, 10 and a half months. How have you evolved? How are you becoming the best version of yourself? What has changed and why? No matter if you own your own business or are in charge of your book of business, meaning you work on commission or project-based or even maybe you get a salary and lead a team, we all should want to grow, both personally and professionally. I mean, we all get reviews, don't we? Well, I get reviews from clients, but if you're in a job, you should be getting reviews regularly just to check on your performance and to see and check for growth opportunities. So why do I want to change and grow? Or why should you? Because I said so. But why wouldn't you? It's okay if you love who you are, you love how you look and feel. I know from experience that if you don't evolve, you'll get stuck. Yes, that comfy t-shirt, favorite jeans, and fuzzy slippered world is so comfy, it's so safe, and it's what you love. But it will keep you from seeing, doing, and trying new things. Meeting new people, right? We've all met someone that later on you said, wow, she or he was so different than what I thought, or not as bad as I thought. I have a friend right now that I would consider one of my best friends that in the 7th grade, I fucking hated her. Yeah, I just dropped the F-bomb, and she knows it. I hated her. I just did not like her face, and I have no idea why, other than we were in drill team together, and at the time, she made captain, and my at that time best friend didn't. And we're all good friends now, and this woman, I'll just say her name, Edie, she knows who she is. We laugh about it. We tell everybody. I couldn't stand her. She didn't know I didn't like her. Well, now we got stuck. We were having lunch. There was 8 of us having lunch, and she and I were the first ones there, and we literally looked at each other, and she could sense. She's an intuitive person. She could sense that I was uncomfortable being around her, and we started talking, and she's not as bad. She's pretty freaking cool, right? So think about it. Think about when you met someone, or you finally got over that hump, that mindset, and they aren't that bad. Or, I don't know, something else that changed my life, Brussels sprouts. I got forced into trying Brussels sprouts because we were at a double date dinner at someone's house and they were making them. I had no choice other than to be polite and eat them, as my mother taught me. And guess what? Life changing. So, sounds silly, but think about it. When you meet someone or you try something and you thought was bad, or it it just wasn't as awful as an experience as you thought. You know, I also have a chapter titled "Perception is Not Reality," right? And in that, I ask you to list the people who you thought have had it easy. For example, professional athletes or someone that says, you've said, God, she or he has it so easy. Everything he touches turns to gold. Do we know that for sure? I mean, for one thing, have you attempted to work out like a pro athlete? They may have some natural abilities that you don't, that I don't, but, so does someone else who may have to work a little harder. They have some natural ability, but they've put in the effort. They work a little harder. And does she really have it that easy? Do you know what she deals with every single day, every single moment? And does everything he touches turn to gold? Okay, he may seem lucky, but much like an athlete, perhaps he or she has put in the hard work, may have some natural ability, whether it's physical talent, mental talent, to run a successful business. I just met someone over the weekend that we're like, oh, what do you do for a living? He's like, well, I created an automation software system that Siemens bought for me. He's a millionaire. And he was just a cool dude. So, just barely over 40, became a millionaire because he worked his ass off. He found something that someone else didn't have, and he made it, right? So, is he lucky? No. He worked his ass off, and he created something he saw a need for. Every type of person I mentioned has a story and a team helping them. Name a successful person who has done it all by themselves. I doubt you can find one. Or if you think there is one, ask them who's helped them. I'm like not sure where I'm kind of going with this as I was writing this and recording this, but I guess in regards to change, if you're going to change anything, make sure it's for the right reasons. And if you're going to change your mindset about someone or something, because that's what's going to help you evolve and grow. I guarantee it. But if you stay inside your comfort zone, your fuzzy slipper, favorite t-shirt, and jeans world, you're going to miss out on some really cool shit. You're going to miss out on some really cool people. Trust me on that one. So with all that said, today and this week during the social media post, I want you to think about something you have a negative mindset about or have had a negative mindset about and changed your mind. And how did it affect your life and your business? And if you want help figuring it out, if you want help talking through or thinking through everything, email me, sandy@sandyballard.com. Don't forget to check out my website, badassbusiness.coach. So let's have a great full week of shifting our mindset and changing our minds so we can finish this year strong. We will level up and we will kick ass and do amazing things together. All right? I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.